Hey everyone, V here, back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, we did some more free time events. We spent a bunch of time with a bunch of people. So Juna's now up to rank 6, Yufa's at rank 6, Basilio's at rank 5, Katharina's at 6. Yeah. We have a whole slew of people we've been spending time with. We also did the Yufa event where we went to the volcano and unfortunately had to kill Sanctor Hyperic, who was overtaken by the Magla. But that leaves us off with only one event left before we get into more plot stuff happening here, which I'm very intrigued for because who the fuck knows what's going to happen. So I think let's go ahead and we're going to hang out with Katharina, because it's either Katharina or Alonso. And I want to save Alonso because he only has one rank left. So we're going to hang out with Katharina.
But come on.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, actually. Hold on, sorry. Before I hang out with Katharina...
All right, then.
Oh, no. I thought it was raining for a second. Before I hang out with Katharina, there is something I want to do first. Which means I need to go right back to the tavern where we were. I want to hear some music. We haven't done this in a while.
I'm in trouble.
Young man, hey.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pleased to hear that.
Okay, so we've already heard Grand Tradamartira. Let's hear Brylehaven.
Ooh.
Oh, so you fancy a city by the sea? I understand that feeling all too well. Brylehaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. A city that sits both by the sea and within a special place, deep in my heart. The port, with its symphony of echoes created by the wild and boastful cheering of sailors, the aroma of the tide, delivered alongside the soothing applause of waves from distant lands.
Let me perform for you.
Day or night, silence never falls, as the city sings a unique melody of discordant activity and serene memories. I will play it for you now. This whole music thing is really... They're really beautiful versions of the songs. Okay. As I listened to the performance, I thought about all I'd seen.
Well,
Excuse me. Okay, let's do that again.
Then
Yes.
Pleased to hear
I
that.
want to do now Virga Island.
Ooh.
So you've even been there? My, that's quite the feat. My travels have taken me far, but even I have only experienced the island through hushed rumors and hearsay. Regardless, I believe I can still call forth your memories. Pagan island enveloped by the sea. A mystical place, blessed by a warm sun and abundant nature.
Let me perform for you.
The tempestuous yet gentle music, hummed by the mother of the land herself. I shall play it for you now. So pretty. The music in this game is really nice. I mean, it makes sense. Atlas games always have gorgeous music.
I'm in trouble.
But, okay. Now that we've done that, we can go to Katharina. Go.
But
Go. Alright, Katharina. What are we doing?
hi there.
Oh, Gnome! Still alive and kicking, I see. Oh, hey. Just the guy I wanted to see. I've been thinking a lot about what happened last time. Hard to put words to it all. You got time to hear me ramble? Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
Do ya? What a champ. I know I talk big before, but I haven't done much of anything. I don't really know what to do, if I'm honest. What troubles you?
You know something?
I was just thinking back to what Maniote said about finding proper jobs. He was right about that, at least. Honest work would lead to honest lives, and more importantly, food on the table.
But
That's where I hit a dead end. What jobs could parapists like us even qualify for?
Yeah?
Well, not every day you see Katharina here in Altabury.
Huh?
Oh, it's this guy again. He was like from one of her first free time events. Eudoricus! Eudoricus! You gathering people up for work in these parts?
No.
Nah, I'm done doing that. I got a steady gig at a huge furniture shop. The old man who runs the place has taken a liking to me. He's even letting me come up with new products. And finding new help. I even pulled in all those guys you saw in the carriage the other day.
I'm so glad.
Well, ain't that just brilliant? I'm over the moon for you.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's all thanks to you, you know. The old man's only nice to Parapus like us because apparently you saved his life a long ways back. He was cutting wood in the mountains and some bear didn't much appreciate it. He started running for his life when you swooped in and took it down. He says he knows most of us Parapus are good folks, so he doesn't mind giving us work. That's wonderful. Fantastic, even.
Excuse me.
That all said, he's probably just one guy in a long list of people you've helped, right, Katharina? Well, what goes around comes around. If you're ever in a pinch, you come straight to us, here? Thanks. And tell all the lads I said hello.
I see it clear as day.
Relying on others, One in my nature before, but there's some stuff even I can't do alone.
Right then.
One person making waves might not amount to much, but when everyone gets stuck in, the world's gonna change. I know it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right about that, for sure. Looking at it that way, you start to appreciate every day for what you can do with it.
Thank you.
Thanks, though.
So
No.
much.
You've always been there for me. I know you never really had the time, but you carved some out anyway. And you know what? I think that's why we deserve a king gnome.
Think of the future.
I want to live in the kind of world you create, gnome. I can sense Katharina's newfound purpose and her unshakable faith in me. Hey, that's so nice. So she learned that, like, the best thing that she can do is just keep on being the good and kind person that she's been. I love that.
You're the ace in our deck, you know.
Displays the location of treasure chests in unexplored areas. Nice. Katharina will support the... What? Katharina will support the party in certain dungeons? She's a force to be reckoned with? What the frick? While in the dungeon, Katharina may exhibit her martial arts prowess at the beginning of a battle by performing a powerful attack on a single enemy. What the hell?
Let's talk shop.
New, like, kind of party member. That's crazy. Something's dawning on me. I'm not sure how to put it to words, but most people find work through connections, right? And they try to make themselves sound like a good fit for that kind of work.
Don't fret now.
And I guess what I'm saying is that just such a bad thing? Take me, for instance. I'm pretty tenacious. You know that about me? You? Nah. You're the coolest. You're the coolest, Katharina. You think so? Well, for your information, I break dishes because I don't know my own strength, and complicated topics put me to sleep. And one more fun fact. I'm shameless, too. I'm not done asking for your help by a long shot, gnome.
See you in a bit.
So anyway, I'm going to be out there putting the work in, so don't be a stranger. Katharina's faith in me has earned me the support of the impoverished Parapus. All right, here we go. And with that done, it is now plot time for the decisive battle with Luis. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time, he'll be ready and waiting for you.
You...
Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
somehow...
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? Well, I mean, Luis is still a problem. Like, let's not get it wrong. Maybe he's not the person that cursed the prince, but he's still a bad guy. I mean, honestly, I don't really feel that way at all, but
It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
my heart is clear, I know it must be done.
Yes.
Then I am glad to hear it.
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months, he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
Interesting. So Heismay was just challenging us, basically. That's great. That's kind of
Be
cool.
all right.
You are already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that.
Heismay made a pretty good point. If we're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in the tracks here.
Can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day, so let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, for Rella, and Grius, and everyone we've lost. Let's do this.
Yeah,
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself.
Besides,
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway. Okay, here we go.
that reminds me.
Nurse apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so that we're ready for tomorrow. Okay.
Time marches on, and
The age of a new
king
battle
draws
against
nearer.
Luis draws eminently nearer. Draws now. It's happening.
It's finally here.
So, we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I am a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold.
I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes?
Nurse sure seemed thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic.
All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folk shaking in their boots.
Hold on, that's not quite right for his voice. Del.
All it takes is a day for us to get there from here. We'll have them city folk shaking in their boots.
Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast. It's still not quite right, but we'll get there.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
I don't think so, but whatever you say, Stroll.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
No, it's not. At this point, if there is one thing that I believe with all my heart, with all of my mind and soul and being, is that Luis is honest, which is honestly terrifying.
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
No, that's not his way.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
Yeah, you do.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Yeah, it sounds like he's gonna just unleash humans all over the kingdom.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
You know what I'm kind of thinking? I have a theory. I don't know why this is kind of where my head is going, but I don't think Luis wants that. I think they're right. He doesn't. But I think that him being king... Ooh, sorry, I just hit my microphone. I think that him being king put someone else in a position of significant power. And that's Zorba. And Zorba, I could see wanting to, like, fuck up the country. I think that maybe Zorba is kind of, even though he's been so firmly, like, Team Luis, I think that it's actually less about Luis and more about what Luis can do and offer. Even as much as, like, it seemed like he was, like, absolutely head over heels in love with Luis when we were in the Grand Cathedral. I don't know. That's kind of the way that I'm... That's a suspicion that I have right now. We'll see if that's correct, but...
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
No, he will not.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
Here we go. To Grand Trad.
You would pursue peril.
Our course is set for the capital and the final confrontation with Luis. Is everyone prepared? Of course.
Great. Let's move out.
Good to hear. Let's go. On the road. Do we get some free time on the road? Perhaps?
The stage is set
no,
for
we
the
don't.
decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the gauntlet runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He
is a boy no more.
Footing with Luis.
That's true.
And his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make.
We have really come up in the world.
His gambit is only a means to an end.
It's kind of crazy. They've managed to, like, convincingly portray us having such a rise in the world. It's pretty cool. Whoa. Look at this cutscene.
Wow, it's really him!
Welcome back.
Your Highness.
Look at those wings. What if we just knock down the cathedral? Fuck this place. Down with sanctism.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Broad Gravedigger, thank you for your support.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Fuck you, Jolly Bard.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince
of course.
being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
I'm not a bit surprised.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
True.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
We didn't really have a choice.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
Hey.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
What? It would be insane for any Sanctist to support Luis. That would be a bizarre decision.
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal.
It's true.
Without her, the people would never have come, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis.
Oh,
you
no.
all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
Nope, this is not the way.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
Oh boy.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Here goes. Wow, look at all these people.
The prince has arrived.
Yes.
Wow,
We know this.
Lady Juna as well.
Yes, she's with us.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Look at our whole little retinue here. This is so cool.
Let's head to the hushed honeybee inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side.
Maria.
I'm surprised at how popular you are.
Hey, Maria. Thank you for helping, Maria.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
And you did a great job.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same.
I can only imagine what Grius would think of the situation we're in.
You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
Night, night.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
For Grius.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
I mean, we fought on even ground last time, except for the fact that he was, severely injured.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support.
That's true.
Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set.
Yeah.
We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
Good chat, team.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
Yeah, we have. It's been an honor.
It's been an honor to serve.
Wow. Listen to you sounding like a proper hero. I suppose the prince thing is rubbing off on you.
How did we end up here?
But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean,
I do.
you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
What's going on? What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me.
What? He'd be pretty proud of you, don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends, wait, what? What's the matter? That's bizarre.
Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
I am confused. What is happening? What is up with that? I can sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve. Oh, here's another reason that we know that the game isn't going to end right now.
Seeing the prince smile again.
It's because Gallica's still at rank 7, and she's tied to story progression. Duh. Okay, we got 4 skills for the mage.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It'd be cool if we got, you know, the last mage rank. That'd be pretty cool. Because then I could upgrade Gnome's thing, but whatever. It is what it is.
It's been a while.
It feels like ages since I was last here. The best way to get prepared for tomorrow is by getting some rest. Can I leave this room? Oh, I can. Can I leave the tavern? No. Alright, let's talk to people.
But then...
There used to be many candidates for the tournament, but now there are only a conspicuous few who remain. Luis may be a strong opponent, but there are so many people who support us. Let's give this battle the best we've got, and live up to their expectations.
You know.
All the customers at the inn say they're cheering for you. You've beaten a lot of bad guys already, haven't you? I'm sure you'll win.
At last.
This is it. Standing here takes me back to the royal funeral, but today we are more powerful than we were then. This time we'll defeat Luis and avenge Grius. No. All who have gone too soon.
It's coming up.
It's finally time. I'm almost impressed that Luis would challenge us to a fair fight, unlike those church bastards who keep everything in the shadows. We can't let Luis get anywhere near the throne. We charge in with our best foot forward, for us and for Rella, who trusted us to do just that.
Make yourself at home.
Tomorrow's battle will be historic, won't it? I've readied your bed so you can rest well. Why, thank you, Fabienne. Hulkenberg.
Now then.
Thanks to Rella, we've won quite a sudden groundswell of public support. But Luis's supporters numbers many still. Jesus. But Luis's supporters number many still. The only way to get more support is to fight Luis and lay him low. Can't go in there. Okay, back in our room. Hi, Zmay.
That man.
Regardless of our aims, it seems Luis had his eye on you for some time. No doubt he's been anticipating the showdown in the royal capital. Well, if he asks a fight of us, a fight he shall have. We stand proud against him.
I got you.
Wants to settle it one-on-one, eh? Of course he does. When all you care about is power, everything has to be a duel. Speaking as his old right-hand man, I can tell you, the man's strong. Terrifying strong. Can't afford to get careless. Alright. Okay, there is one other thing I want to do real quick, which is, Juna, we unlocked the Persona Master for her. So let's see. What skills does this one have? Infernal Vortex, Art of Dance, Mass Revelry, Crimson Flame. This one has... Inflicts one enemy with a one-time weakness to electric. Ignores resistances. Weakness to wind. Weakness to light. Interesting. Deals heavy magic fire damage to all enemies. Okay, let's do it. There we go.
Fascinating. This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite talent. A dancer with strength beyond its masks and its ability to give opponents new weak points in its ever-shifting rhythm.
All right.
That is pretty cool that you can just create all these various weak points.
Of course.
Let's go.
The Persona Master. I'll show you just how many sides to me there are with these masks. Now, let's keep dancing. Nice.
I've learned a new skill.
Let's do that one. And we gotta do this. Oh, we can do... Okay, so gold attack first of all. But then we have 3 other things that we can equip. So let's see. Her other one was Faker, right? I'm gonna throw on Faker's Roguery, because why not? Might as well keep... That's literally the only good thing that comes out of Faker, so... and then I'll give her... I'll give her Patra. Always good to have a lot of Patras going around. I'm not actually going to even equip her right now, but whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead and save real quick. And head off to sleep. The bed is simple but clean. How dare you? Simple and clean is the way that you're making. I'm sorry. I am the biggest Kingdom Hearts nerd ever. The bed is simple but clean and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear, sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night. Let's do it.
Good night.
Rest well. Late night. What's happening at late night? Oh, it's Luis and Zorba.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit.
Oh, fuck.
We know where the true prince lies.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good.
Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Fuck.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
Oh. It's the lost village of the Elder. Interesting.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gamble.
Jesus
the Prince
Christ.
was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
Yeah, we know the prince is part Elder.
What? Then the prince really does bear Elder blood.
Yeah.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power. Before his birth was known.
Oh, interesting. So the whole purpose of destroying the Elder village was to kill the prince.
The prince's survival, his complete disappearance. This was the missing piece.
Okay, so now here's my curious question. Is Luis going to like send Zorba or someone else to attack while our battle with him is going on? Or is he going to truly uphold his virtues and let the battle decide, and then after the battle happens, go and kill the prince?
Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
That answers that question.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Oh, fuck you, Zorba. You and your creepy red eye. And like dragon Clamar horn.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations.
Oh,
if you
the
call
book.
yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Oh shit, he's gonna curse us with the same curse that the prince had.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh god, interesting. Okay. Stuff's about to happen.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we now know Luis is pulling some shit behind the scenes, which is, I will say, the one sign that we've had of him not being completely upfront, which is interesting. Are we ready to face the day? Same as any other day. That's a lie. Of course.
Yes, of course.
No hesitation at all. You've really grown out there.
Look, we gotta do what we gotta do.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I wouldn't be surprised if we kill Luis here, and then it's up to like defeating Zorba or something. Like he's the real final bad guy or something like that. Or if we kill, I actually.
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
That's true. I really do kind of feel like Zorba's going to be the final bad guy, no matter what. Even if we don't end up killing Luis like here today, I do think Zorba's going to be the final big bad.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
Here goes. Afternoon.
Let's head there.
Luis awaits within the Grand Cathedral. I should go there. Make sure you have everything you need. Well, I don't think there's really anything new for me to get. So I'm just gonna go straight there.
Well, stranger things have happened.
Just race our way there. Yep. Let's go.
Well then.
Your Highness, it's dangerous to ride a sword around like that. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Okay. You know what? Ooh, I have a theory. I just had a thought. I was thinking about Gallica's whole thing where she, you know, said said that we were best friends, then was like, "Oh, that's a weird comment. Why did I felt like I shouldn't have said that or something." What if we weren't best friends? Well, I guess we could have also been best friends. But what if we were specifically more than that and we were like brothers? We were twins or something. And so us going for the crown, for the throne, trying to be the prince, claiming that we're the prince isn't even really a lie technically. And like, what if Gallica maybe like knows that and is supposed to keep it a secret or something? Which is why she had that weird reaction. Or it was like blocked out of her memory or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if maybe that was a thing.
I love it.
Okay, into the cathedral. Gotta break through this crowd.
Ready?
It's time for our showdown against Luis. You ready? Actually, hold on real quick. Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Yep. Always ready. Hey, Batlin.
Well, bit of a tricky situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's a tournament anymore.
Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are. I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me.
Yeah, Batlin, you go.
As a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight. Woo! Live free, Crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we?
Let's do it.
The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away.
What do you mean claims to be?
Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
What is he gonna? Is he really gonna use the prince curse on us, or is he talking about something else?
Your Highness, you can win. Give Luis the boot.
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Oh, there's no way he'd run away.
Look at all these
from
criers.
This. Anytime now. Anytime.
Oh boy.
Whoa, over there!
There he is.
It's Luis's gauntlet runner.
For sure.
And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
Luis.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis.
There he is.
Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
Will it be?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run.
Fuck off, Luis.
This all began with the king's failings. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
The people seek... God, I don't love any of these answers. I'm gonna say intellect, because that's the most interesting answer.
The intellect to resolve everything.
Many would dismiss the idea, but resorting to force is never the answer.
Can intellect alone protect the people? In the end, words are nothing against power. Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Thanks, beautiful florist.
Your Highness, show us your power!
This broad gravedigger, he really is on our side.
Have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
Do we?
We have only
one
thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal.
What does that mean, you'll offer your shield to those?
Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
Oh shit, look at that sword.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
Oh boy.
Come then, and act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come. We're finishing this, here and now.
Okay, I have
my fullest power.
I have a strategy. Although it requires Basilio to not be fourth in the fucking rank right now.
The situation is changing.
Let me go ahead and... I'm gonna pass there. And then I might as well attack with him. Let's do, I don't know, fire damage. Sure.
Burn!
Okay.
Is everyone all right?
And I'll do heavy light damage. Sure.
Stay insane in a fight? Not bloody likely.
Okay, now for Basilio. I need Basilio to use this. Use this synthesis attack to inflict a one-time weakness to strike.
Tis yours.
Get wrecked!
Basilio left him wide open. Let's
I
hit
will
that new weakness.
annihilate you!
Soul Cry.
Can you
Treasure
enjoy it?
Sword. Unlock Affinity. What the fuck just happened? Icy Royal Slash. Oh god. No, stop targeting Yufa. Dick. Okay. So now I needed to get to Basilio again.
Here I go.
And I'm gonna do first. Let's do. You know what? Maybe I just use this on myself. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay, now Gnome, no, do magic again, because maybe he'll be weak to it. I mean fire. Weak to strike, right? That's fine. Let's try this.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
Okay, let's do this.
And now Basilio is going to do charge.
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either.
Soul Scream. For Jesus, man.
Can you endure it?
What affinity are you getting this time? Spatial Slice? Okay, there was a resist there. That's good. Hell yeah. Attack and defense fell sharply. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Yufa, we gotta do something about all those ailments. Watch yourself.
I'm going to pass with Yufa.
After you.
I'll show you the essence.
I'm going to use a fire attack with Gnome.
There is no
I'm going to heal everyone.
Healing us.
He knew you'd help.
That was helpful.
God help us out. I'm ready whenever.
And hold on, I'm gonna sneeze or something. Come on. No, it's going away. Shit. Damn it. Okay. Whatever. Here. Now the plan pays off. So it takes 3 turns to set this up, or 2 turns to set up, and then a 3rd turn to do. But that's fine. Now we're gonna do extreme physical strike damage to one enemy, and he's weak to strike.
You're out of here.
Oh my god.
Beat him down, Basilio.
That does an absurd amount of damage.
Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks. However...
Ooh, that's it? We did it.
Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful. But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. And he's not talking about, like, the monster humans. He's talking about us humans.
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
No, he means...
You should
he
know
means
the truth
us
by
humans.
now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History as told by the Sanctus Church is a fiction.
We do know this.
No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa, don't humor him.
Well, he...
But if that
it's
war
right.
between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods.
We sure as hell are not.
They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race, now lost. wielders of true magic.
Now, what does true magic refer to here?
The modern age saw them called elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters.
Yeah, this is the part. This is the part I've been trying to figure out, is how do humans, as in the monsters, and humans as in humankind like us, how do those tie together?
Dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
It seems like Gallica's had her memories like suppressed or something, given this and the whole best friend comment.
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery.
What?
In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
Wait.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
What are you talking about?
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof.
What's about to happen?
Boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
What the fuck is about to happen? Oh no. Is this the prince's curse?
What's happening?
Oh fuck, it is. Or...
What is him?
Witness the truth, good people. You would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is.
What the fuck is happening?
It's a monster! It's a human! It's gone.
The truth of the humans is laid bare.
Is he telling the truth, or did he just like...
But another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster! It'll kill us all!
What the fuck is happening?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, well, the Order of Magla, it's...
Oh my
exactly
goodness.
like the humans.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. So like, was he telling the truth? Is that actually like our true form? Or did he just like fuck us up with some magic or something? I'm still not quite sure I'm seeing how the humans and the Elda tied together. Unless it really is that all of the humans, like humans are really just Elda in like another form. I'm not quite figuring out all the pieces. To help anyone in need. Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win?
Afraid.
Oh, it's the voice we've been hearing the whole time. Luis called it trickery. And even my very body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Okay, no. Yeah, it's not true. Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What is happening?
What's that about it?
The deepest truth? Like, I don't think he's lying about the beginning part of what he said. that Elda and humankind, that Elda are humans in a sense, right? Like, I think that is, there's a kernel of truth there. I think the falsity comes with the fact that Elda are monsters. Like, there's something missing here that somehow links Elda and humans together. The deepest truth.
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose. Yes, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through.
Wait, but hold on. The purpose of my birth? Are we saying that I didn't actually exist before then or something?
It's always been that way.
Oh, it was the
Whenever
prince the whole
my
time.
life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it.
The prince has been the voice we've been hearing the whole time.
After all, you're mine.
I'm your... Are we... Oh, maybe we're not brothers.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
Maybe we're not brothers. Maybe we're like... Maybe I'm like a piece of the prince or something. Like a part of his... I don't know what's happening. Oh, fuck.
Are you well?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
This does not look like a good situation.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
Stroll is not, like, immediately over us right now. He's probably very conflicted thinking that we're a human.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
Oh god, that's not good.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Luis.
Shut up!
How dare you say that to Stroll?
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
Oh god.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Things have not taken a good turn.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Oh, fuck.
Attention now. This looks dire. How could you deceive us?
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
No, not Broad Gravedigger. My truest ally.
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
Shit, things have
Won't be long
gone
till the
bad.
entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Things have gone really bad.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
We have to go straight to the forest.
No, we'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Elden Sanctum.
Yeah, we gotta go. Shit. Yeah, we're going down. Oh boy. Gnome supporters have begun drastically declining in number. 513. Holy shit. I don't think we can ever recover from that.
Country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. It'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh,
Luis.
God.
What the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
I'm glad we got Batlin on our side. Batlin's our truest supporter.
The
What a
flow of that
legend.
evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
Oh, Denny's here.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
No, it's gonna drop more. Oh boy. Gnome supporters are continuing to decline.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope, Gnome. Let's go. Yeah, we don't really have a choice right now.
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure.
For sure.
They board the Gauntlet Runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while.
Oh no.
I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
Oh fuck.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
We've been hearing about this place this whole goddamn game, and now it's time to see what it's really like.
Can you walk, lad?
Maybe?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the ride here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My
It's
mind
okay.
just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's okay, Stroll. It's behind us now.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
That's a fair
What a sea
hope.
of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray.
Of course there would be something like that.
A perfect place to hide.
It's like the Lost Woods in Zelda.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No.
Oh shit.
I checked a bunch of
Still.
times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
God, that's not
Hurry,
good.
lead the way.
Things are bad.
Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
Let's do it. I'm worried about the prince. His life is in our hands. He believes in a world where people can make their own future, just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become a reality.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's okay. I was just looking to see if there's anything in the back. Oh, memorandum. Ancient Elden Sanctum. A secret village of the Elder Tribe, located north of the Principality of Oceania. Hidden deep within an uncharted forest on the northwestern side of the continent, it is also the place of refuge sought by the prince after being cursed in Grand Trad. Once a small city located above ground in the forest, it was senselessly set on fire at Forden's command, which led its residents to move their domiciles underground to feign annihilation. The settlement is hardly glamorous and small by nature, but the Sanctum has nevertheless preserved the lost history and knowledge of the old world, giving it a somewhat otherworldly atmosphere. Oh, interesting. It's like all otherworldly. Or old worldly. Which definitely means that that's something that Gnome and Gallica should have been aware of. like, if there's definitely something about, like, information was deliberately kept from them. Or deliberately, like, taken from them. What's going on here?
Huh? This looks like... Who are you?
Whoa.
Are you alright?
My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
It really, oh god, I really feel like, oh no, that's Zorba.
At last.
What? Why is it pretending like we don't know who this is? It's Zorba. Oh no. Okay, so I think there are a few things going on right now. First of all, I think that we, Gnome, are absolutely like a form of the prince. We are some sort of, like, we were created as some sort of vessel for the prince's knowledge or abilities or something, while he was in his cursed state. I think that feels like guaranteed. I don't know what Gallica's deal is. And then my other thought right now is I think Zorba wasn't able to get into the woods, and I think he's about to just follow us in. Which is why he said, like, at last you're here. Which is, like, of course we fucking would lead him right into it. A swath of beautiful white flowers grown in clusters. Why? Before I left home, I never knew these flowers represented royalty. But what are they doing within the ancient sanctum? Oh, I don't want to do this. I feel like we're leading Zorba right to the prince. Shit. Oh, boy. This place doesn't look great.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground.
Yep.
One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
They absolutely did.
But why?
Because they're dicks.
Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Because the Sanctists wanted
Thinking
it.
back now. It may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
But we know now that wasn't actually the purpose. It was really to kill the prince.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcest? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
There are a bunch of puzzle pieces that we don't quite have just yet. We're trying to fit this all together.
What?
Oh!
That...
Who's that?
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. Now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yeah, we gotta get there ASAP.
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then
Let's
we
go.
move.
I need to get to the cave. This magla that I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. Yeah. It's the dead body of a resistance operative. It looks as though he didn't even have a chance to defend himself. Who would do such a thing? I mean, we know exactly who would do such a thing. Oh, it's a... No? Is it not? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a beetle. Cool. That's good. I'll take that. Nothing over here. Looks like some fairies here. A fairy? I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. Okay. Bye, fairies. Oh, who's this? Oh god, is he building bodies? Or burying bodies? It's a fairly old Ujif man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Russell?
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Oh, shit.
Hmm? I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg?
For sure.
By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Oh shit, what happened?
Where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded.
Right.
I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in.
Frickin' Zorba.
His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade.
No!
We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
Oh, fuck, no. Oh, Hulkenberg?
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
It was fucking Zorba.
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis.
Asshole.
From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
God damn it.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
Absolutely. It's hard.
It's hard.
I won't be able to believe it until I see him for myself.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you?
Indeed it was.
'Tis just as St. Rella said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Yeah, we're like, what?
Something wrong?
Yeah, what is happening here?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Poor Hulkenberg. She spent her whole life trying to find the prince. Oh boy. Russell, an elderly Ujif man first encountered in the ancient Elden Sanctum. Alongside Grius, he was one of the aides who elected to secretly move the prince from the royal palace and is the last of them remaining. A renowned scholar of history and politics, he was employed by the royal palace as the prince's tutor. While charging a Ujif with a royal education was a highly controversial decision, it serves to demonstrate the ambitions the former king had in his lifetime. Let's do this thing. We gotta go. I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. The prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
It's nearly time.
That's the voice. This voice. It's the voice that is the voice we've been hearing that is the prince's voice? Maybe?
Long have I waited.
What is happening? What is going on?
Hey, you.
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Huh? Now that I get a closer look at you, are you Elder? I'd heard that the prince was the only Elder within the resistance. Oh, these are all Elder. Yeah, I guess so. A little Elder baby.
Beg pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elder?
You must hurry.
Who are you? I'm so confused.
The time has come.
For what? Those resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a little cold. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Ujif to handle all on his own.
What?
Right past this door here is the living quarters. Lady Gruide made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me. Hurry along now.
All was for this day.
For this day?
There is still time.
To save the prince? Gallica! Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you had gone off to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest.
Sure.
What? Oh, maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time to... You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. What the frick?
Hello there.
The prayer room is located further in. At the moment, it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. Get it? Pray. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready, Gnome? No, honestly, but let's do it. Okay, we got lots of people in here. The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. Hardly a resistance now.
Hey.
Russell, the princes.
Oh, Highness, for you to forfeit your life in order to save ours, it can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure.
The truth is, during the attack I crossed paths with the assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually, it seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterward that I found out he had just massacred all these people. I tremble even now just thinking about it. Yeah, if he had wanted to kill you, you'd be dead.
Hello.
Beyond this door was the place the organization had been using as a hideout. Or should I say it was beyond this door. Other than the elderly Russell, the rest of them are. Perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's also dreadful.
Oh, wow!
Huh? Gallica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh wow, Gallica, the funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious. And then get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later though, okay? Oh right, your friend is further in. I think you're late. Your friend? What is up with these fairies? Why are they all idiots? Oh my god, line of caskets. Numerous coffins are laid out in hastily arranged rows. I hope people don't blame the resistance for the attack on the village. We're all fighting for the same purpose. Huh? Wait, is that you, Gallica? You're okay. You left in such a hurry, I was worried.
Well...
Sorry about that. I've been out traveling, actually. I've got this really important mission. Oh wow, it must be pretty hard. I can tell by just looking at you. And I can tell you've changed a lot, too. You're totally different. It's because of this person you're with? You two are just like the king and fairy of legend. King and fairy? Yep, a long time ago there was a man who traveled all across the world. And he had a fairy with him. Just like you two. You're talking about Link and Navi? One day, that traveler became a mighty king. And his fairy companion became as wise and knowledgeable as a person. So everyone called her queen. More of a respect thing. That's the legend. Pretty similar to you guys, huh? Queen, huh? But wait, what did the fairy do after the journey ended? Did she stay by the king's side? Who knows? I don't even know if the story's true or not. But if she did stay, I think that'd be lonely. Oh boy. The slab is engraved with a number of names. I believe those are the names of all the resistance members who've lost their lives so far. The name at the very bottom, Arvid Alsis. That was Grius' real name, right? I'm sorry, Grius. If only we'd gotten to you a little sooner.
Oh!
Me? No, I'm not part of the resistance. I just help out on my own time. Take you saw the coffins outside? Old man Russell is on his way now. Ever since I was a kid, the old man's been teaching me so much about the outside world. He'd also speak ill of the resistance, but the younger folk around here are genuinely grateful for them. Is this the prince's bed? Yeah. When I looked into the farsight mirror, I saw the prince lying upon that very bed. Okay, I can't open that. Or this, I presume. Or this. No, okay. Oh, hold on. We can talk... Oh no, we already talked to that fairy. Ah, you're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say don't leave the house. I know the fires are scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running in between caves and forests.
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and our world. Kindly refrain from making any loud noises lest you startle the fairies. Can I go in there? Oh shit, we can. Okay, hold on. I feel like now's not the time for that. We'll check that out later. Maybe it is the time. I don't know. Let's finish talking to people, and then we can go in there.
Come off it.
I've heard that the Elder are considered a sully tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs. A child is royalty, yet his life has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I've experienced. To think that there are those who would see a child no more than prey to be slain. To look upon a mere boy such as he and revile him. Their souls are truly cursed. Okay, looks like that's everyone. Yeah, I guess we can go in there. It feels weird. The shift in music is odd. But whatever. I want to see what this secret history is all about. Okay. Dozy Fairy. Oh, it's you, Gallica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm so happy you're safe. A long time. Has it really been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Wow, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know? Several months? Oh my. Gallica is keeping track of time now, is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. What is up with the fairies? Why are they such, like, lackadaisical creatures?
Wow!
Oh, wow! Wow, it's Gallica. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play?
About that.
I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean can't? Are you really Gallica? Whatever, though. When you can play, I'll be around. Real fairies are apparently bizarre. I've never felt more at peace than right here. I flitted around a lot, but this village, and especially this place, it's just so relaxing. Don't you agree? I do agree.
It's you!
Right? There's just this aura that draws us fairies in. I wonder if folk like you feel the same thing.
And yet...
The village sure does have a lot of fairies. More than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long. But I guess this place is the exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find somewhere we like and stay there for as long as we want? Fascinating. Okay, let's see if we can see what all these plaques are talking about. Or depicting. Mural. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. The image appears to show some academics studying a store of hidden power contained within a person's body. The artwork is entitled The Invention of Magic. Interesting, okay. So magic came from within, like from archetypes. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A spellbinding city is depicted, filled with towering futuristic architecture that's far beyond anything in the three nations' capitals. The artwork is entitled The Era of Light. The Era. I don't know why I said era. Oh, it's a dragon. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. An elegant capital city crumbles in flames. Large-scale magic is cast and dragons are let loose into the chaos. The artwork is entitled The War of the Dragons. Okay, what about this one? Oh, all three of these. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. Together, the three artworks are formed one large scene. 8 youths stand, facing away from each other in a ring formation. At the center of the circle lies a corpse holding a flower. Each figure is from a different tribe. Perhaps the corpse belongs to an Elda. All 8 have their backs to the body. The artwork is entitled Triptych, Birth of the Tribes. Interesting. So we have Ujif, Parapus, and Rogue. And then, can't tell what that is. That's a Resant. That's a Nydia. That's a Ishkia. So we're missing Clamar, which that one's probably a Clamar. And what's the last one that I'm forgetting? Go through our party members real quick. Clamar, Resant, Ujif, Nydia. Oh, Mastari. I can't tell what this person on the left here looks like. It looks like they're like a lizard person or something. But I think that must be the Mastari. Okay. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A city lies in ruins in the background, a testament to the repercussions of war. In the foreground, resilient survivors take up an agrarian lifestyle. The artwork is entitled Dawn. Okay. A historical scene seeming from a more recent era than the others. The Clamar general leads an army. The soldiers are equipped with modern weaponry, including gauntlet runners and igniters. The artwork is entitled The Second World. Interesting. A wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman face each other in a familiar forest. Could this depict the sanctum? Upon closer examination, the woman is an Elda. The art appears to be a blessing of the union between the two figures. I wonder when this scene is supposed to have taken place. The artwork is entitled Union. Interesting. And there's like a horse there? What is up with this one? No idea what that's about. Weird. Okay. Interesting stuff in there. Okay, let's go check out the prince. We've procrastinated long enough. You got anything good to sell?
Now what am I to do?
No, don't need any of that. New weapons? Oh, maybe that's not a bad idea. For the people that need them out. Oh my god, it's all so expensive. Fuck it, I don't need it. I will sell some stuff. Can I talk to this fairy? No. Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went right back to sleep. You've got it wrong. He's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together. Wow, fairies kind of suck, apparently. Oh no, shit. There's one more person to talk to.
This way.
Oh well, I guess we'll never talk to that last person. It's time. Hey, Prince. Do we know your name?
No. Your Highness.
I don't think we do. Oh. I'm sorry, Hulkenberg.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child.
Who's this lady?
Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Yes?
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
Oh, Gruade. She's the one that said not to let anyone into that room.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village.
Yeah?
The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes.
Interesting.
Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man, he is still Her Majesty's son.
I'm sorry, what? A bastard sired by that despicable man, he's still Her Majesty's son?
What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
What?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother?
No.
The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe.
Oh, interesting. So it wasn't just like a random elder woman?
She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life.
Oh, is the Union painting in the other room, is that supposed to be the king and the king and the queen?
Her death is on that man's hands.
I think so.
Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them.
How is the king so powerless against the Sanctists? That's the part that I don't really understand.
But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so...
Yeah, the queen in the portrait in the other room, or the woman in the portrait in the other room, had like flowing white hair. Oh shit. Yeah?
You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruede? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Oh, I remember this scene. Yeah, they should know me.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
No, nothing makes sense.
The time has come.
For me and the prince to like merge back into one or something?
Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now,
oh
remember
boy,
thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
It's not? That's good. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light.
Okay.
Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
Right. In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
is no longer with
No
us.
longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true. We've gained more than that mission. It's not just to save the prince anymore. It's to save the world.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more.
So we are the prince's extracted soul.
Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm just a traveler. I'm the prince's friend. I am no one.
I'm nobody.
Indeed. Thou art nobody, and thou hast nothing.
Ouch. Damn.
To name but a few. Thy parents, memories of thy youth. Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent?
Honestly, this makes a lot of the early game stuff make a lot more sense about, like, us just having no background.
Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing.
Not even a past.
Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin.
They really thought Gallica was just going to go by herself?
All
Jesus.
thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
You had nothing.
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey.
Exactly.
The friendships made. The trust forged. These true things art thine own.
We started from nothing, but we've become our own person now.
All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean the trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me? But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me? Believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Oh boy, we're getting a choice.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
We're not going to refuse to know. Fuck that. I'm the prince.
I am the prince.
Oh boy.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Yeah, things are happening, Eva.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
A lot is happening, Stroll.
What awaits us now?
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy.
His living
That is thy
fantasy?
true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
Oh no.
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh.
Oh shit.
And flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was.
Oh, this is the queen. This is the queen's voice.
The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Oh shit. What's about to happen? Oh. We're like a mixture of the two now.
What?
It's literally just...
What is this?
It's literally just us, but we have silver hair now and no more heterochromia, which is honestly a shame because heterochromia is the coolest coolest feature ever.
What's happened?
Yeah, things have happened, basically.
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
Hey, the voice.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose.
The voice is like, yeah, I erased all your memories so you'd help him.
So crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
You just think that happened?
I never thought I would have to ask this of you.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there?
You, Gallica, you fairy, infiltrate the military.
Is your mission. For all our sakes, You cannot fail.
No. But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
Yeah, what is that all about?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
Okay, so you're just saying she can decide whatever she wants going forward.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
Pretty weird, I'm sure. I feel fine.
I feel fine, I think.
Oh, his voice is a little different.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself, but I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
Gallica's like, I promise I literally just remembered this. I did not know this the whole time.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah, it's confusing.
You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Basically, yeah, we didn't necessarily join together. It's more like we rejoined.
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
Pretty much.
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself.
I guess basically, yeah. Well, this looks a little different now, right? This definitely looks different right now. But yeah, that is kind of what they've said a dragon is, just magla given form.
No wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes.
Yeah, basically.
I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name?
Apparently not.
He truly was His Highness all along.
We were being honest, it seems.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
But His Highness is fine.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
That's what it seems like.
Please.
Oh.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most.
Oh, Hulkenberg.
And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Oh my goodness, I love her. I pronounce your sentence. Honestly.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how much she's gone through for you.
Yes, I do.
This time, I will protect you.
Oh, shit.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
We've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Oh no. Same way as always.
Same as always.
No, your highness. With all respect, I must object.
Nah, calm down, Hulkenberg.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Oh my god.
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
Hulkenberg is so, like, like, kind of has a stick up her ass, but in the best way.
So much for acting same as always.
But Zorba's still Oh, where's Zorba though?
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey.
Apparently, yeah.
It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a
the
dream,
ultimate fantasy.
but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Oh, duh. That explains... Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. That's why the Gauntlet Runner would react to us.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
Yep. A guiding voice.
A voice? Whose?
It's the Queen's.
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right?
After you'd happened.
I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
It happened for all of us, right? When we awoke to our archetypes.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to?
I know. Yeah.
Any idea?
Sort of.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, I think I know.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in.
Oh my god.
They seem familiar.
Oh my god, yes, this is the awakening location. How did I not realize that?
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
How did I not put that together?
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own 2 hands.
Chief Descruidae, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder?
What is the truth behind the Elder? Please tell us the details.
Also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Oh boy. Memorandum. The truth of the prince. The son and heir to the throne of King Hythlodaeus V. The prince and gnome are now one and the same. The attack on the prince inside the royal palace led his aides to conclude the capital was no longer safe for him, so they secretly moved the prince to the ancient Elden sanctum to continue recovering. Alas, their Elden techniques were not enough to lift his curse, and he continued to decline until falling into a coma. However, he had guidance from a mysterious voice, and an indomitable will that would not see his ideals abandoned. Through these, a new body made of magla was created, much like the dragons of yore. The prince's spirit inhabited this new body, and he started another life as an entirely separate young man. That young man, oddly enough, pursues a journey to change the world, something the prince likely would have wished to take on had he been well enough. Through that journey, the young man came to know the truth behind everything, and after his spirit returned to his body, he could then reveal himself publicly as the prince once more. Damn, also. Oh, we have a different menu. Yeah, the colors in this menu are different. Interesting. How different is it? Okay, it looks largely the same. It's just like slightly different coloration and stuff. Gallica. The group returns to Grand Trad and glory. Gallica declares the prince, Gnome's best friend, would be proud of their efforts. And yet, we now know. Katharina considers how the Parapus might find honest work. Realizing how many have helped her, she sees change takes mutual cooperation. Okay, let's save real quick. Yeah, we can keep going for a little more. Let's find out what the deal is with the mystery of the Elda. Or the history of the Elda. Tell me the truth.
Does this depict the Elder Tribe?
That's the ancient humankind.
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old
Like an
ones.
elder.
It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past.
Interesting.
As for our original name,
Yep.
you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
Yeah, he wasn't lying about that
There
part.
is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? how?
Yeah, how are all these puzzle pieces fitting together? I think we know most of the events and situations at this point, but we haven't connected it all quite yet.
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic.
Okay, so once Magla was destroyed, or once discovered, that's what led to the destruction of the ancient world.
Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
Maybe like how to use
They
Magla?
were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness.
Oh, interesting.
They tried to destroy something invisible. And destroyed only themselves.
The abstract, undefinable idea of
Any
rightness.
idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Oh, interesting. Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division.
Yeah.
And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
Okay. Yeah, so Magla essentially hastened the evolutionary process.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince. That is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
Beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
Yeah, how do the monstrous humans fit into this?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to.
Right.
Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic.
Okay, so it's just that some of us succumbed to melancholia, and others of us didn't, essentially. And the ones who did became humans, and the ones who didn't became Elda.
Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters.
Interesting, okay.
Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark?
Yeah, I mean, magic igniters are essentially... If Magla can be freely wielded without igniters, then igniters are just a way to convince people that they can't freely wield magic.
In truth, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic.
Okay. So yeah, the Sanctus Church was born out of wanting to limit the use of Magla, but it became the corrupt society that it now is.
At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed. With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind.
Yeah, we got all the tribes here.
As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king.
Well, not rogue, actually.
The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power.
Oh, it's the voice is still there.
Entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Oh, we're back here.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence.
Are we awakening again?
Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Oh? Whoa. Oh yeah, we are like double awakening. Oh shit. What was up with that? His Majesty. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
Let's do it.
Interesting. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come. That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Hell yeah, Gallica.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger.
That's true. Yeah. Anxiety is... It's like, whenever you overcome something, you grow from it.
There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety.
Hell yeah, Gallica.
Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
course it is.
Yeah, I want you by my side until the end.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Hell yeah.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell. Turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters.
Yeah.
In other words, a destabilizing magic. Churning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control.
Yeah, so Luis absolutely there. He was not revealing like our true form. He just straight up turned us into a human. Which apparently he can just do to anyone.
This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
What does that mean?
Luis has been here? What do you know of him? What do you wish to know?
Everything? Both. Yeah, all of the above. Tell me about Luis first. That feels more important.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
What are you talking about? He's a Clamar.
His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur.
Caradrius.
Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
That's the name of his gauntlet runner.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Interesting.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
You know what? I think it is Zorba. I think whatever he was trying to do with the scepter, with the king's scepter at the very beginning, that we foiled when he was in the cathedral, I think was about this. He called it something. He called it the Feast of Calamity, I think. Was that the name for it?
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
Okay, now tell me about the spell.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control.
Also, yeah, I just looked it up to confirm. It was called the Feast of Calamity. So I bet you that the whole purpose of the Feast of Calamity was... Because, like, what did he actually do, right? He brought that single human back to life. Okay, big deal. But turning everyone into humans, now that is something worthy of being called the Feast of Calamity. Interesting. Okay. What did she say? I kind of missed it because I was looking this up. Okay. It can be pushed out of control.
That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia.
Got it.
Just as the humans of the ancient war once were.
I mean, especially if we were just like a being of pure Magla.
In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Oh God.
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
Yeah, so this does kind of tie into my whole theory about like humans are physical embodiments of anxiety, essentially, which is more or less what they're saying here, right? when there's a lot of anxiety, you get magla, and then that can be pushed into magic, and if it's pushed even more, you generate a human.
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts.
Okay.
Without the willpower to face your fear,
yep,
the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests.
Interesting. So, like, the more anxiety you have, the more theoretical power you can wield. It's kind of a crazy cycle.
With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
Absolutely.
'Tis the answer to everything.
Yep.
The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Yep.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next.
Yeah, he could target literally anyone.
He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Anyone?
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred.
Hatred for who, though?
If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're saying Luis was from this village, which was then attacked by Forden to kill the prince, and presumably he, like, lost someone, and he is just trying to kill everyone as revenge for it?
Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Jesus.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
Oh, shit.
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
Oh, Zorba.
After him!
Fuck. We gotta go. Memorandum. The truth of melancholisation. Magla particles are produced by feelings of anxiety, and when fear or apprehension become excessively strong, unconscious feelings of hostility and the desire to eliminate the source of those feelings are transmitted into magla, triggering an unintentional outburst of magic which can go rampant. Melancholisation is when creatures and surrounding objects undergo an irregular transformation due to this magical outburst. Although it is thought that severe melancholisation that alters even the physical appearance of a subject could not occur outside wartime and present-day peace, there are actually increasing cases of melancholisation outside of people-occupied lands. It is unclear what is causing these unusual occurrences, as though the kingdom has been plagued with years-long anxiety. Oh shit. The truth of magic igniters. Igniters assist with the most difficult part of using magic, the process of accurately imagining the phenomenon one wishes to bring about. An igniter substitutes imagination with a formula in its circuits, making magic easier. This technology was created in the old world, where people who had already discovered magic used igniters to amplify their power. Igniters and the technology that created them were lost in the aftermath of the War of Destruction, and became forbidden as a result. But as people began to seek magic again over time, igniters were rediscovered and used in quite the opposite way they had originally been intended. Those in power disseminated them with the falsehood that they were a requirement for the use of magic, in an effort to prevent magic from becoming the destructive force it once was. Their collar-like form is a symbol of this. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they like collar people. The truth of relics. Originally highly advanced magic igniters, they were created with old world technology before the War of Destruction, rediscovered and passed down until the present. Each has various differing functions, though a majority were created as dangerous weapons of war. Their capabilities and perils have hardly begun to be rediscovered, and many are treated in accordance with local superstition. What else we got? Oh my god, so many things. The truth of magic, a technique that uses magla particles to intervene in the laws of physics and cause phenomena that would not occur in our natural state. Since magla is linked to one's mind, magic can, in theory, be used to control nature by the power of will alone with enough training. Magic was discovered before the War of Destruction and became the driving force behind the breakthroughs of civilization, ushering in a golden age. However, magic is also the embodiment of the weakness, vileness, and deep-seated fear of the mind, ultimately becoming the weaponized downfall of humanity in history's most notorious war. The truth of magla, unique particles discovered toward the end of the Old World. One of the smallest components that make up creation, there's a strong correlation to cognition and the psyche. Its properties were studied, and a technique was discovered that used the workings of the mind to interfere with the physical world, leading to the creation of magic. However, it is theorized that many practiced it empirically long before it was classified as science. The term mag comes from the word magla, and in the Old World, mag was simply its unit of measurement. However, laymen do not grasp its true meaning, as the characters used to write it have changed, to say nothing of the existence of the Old World being repressed knowledge. Luis's dark arts. Horrific magic Luis used against Gnome, presumed to function by forcibly circulating overwhelming magla through a person's body, artificially causing extreme melancholisation and turning the person into a monster. Self-evidently impossible without deep knowledge of buried truths, such as magla's nature and the origins of humans. It provides a glimpse into Luis's true origin and the world he envisions, among other things. The truth of humans. The giant outburst of magic heralding the War of Destruction's end melancolized much of old world humankind to become what the world knows as humans today. Some vestiges of their humanity are evidenced in the various body parts that resemble modern people. Human biology is irregular. Some are capable of reproduction, others are capable of living hundreds of years. The particulars are beyond modern understanding. The Old World. A world from over 1,000 years ago, completely unlike the present. The sole civilized inhabitants were called mankind, a people linked to the present-day Elda tribe, who wielded magic on a level far beyond any known in the present. The nation fell during the War of Destruction, an apocalyptic worldwide conflict. Very few traces of this world remain, such as the city ruins that slumber deep beneath the Dragon Temple, as well as the artifacts known as divine relics scattered throughout the land. War of Destruction, a world war from thousands of years ago, waged by the original tribe of mankind, which begat the destruction of the Old World. However, this also marked the birth of many weapons, presently known as divine relics and dragons, made possible by their incredible advances in magic technology, far beyond any of the present day. People, the truth of the Elda tribe. Descendants of humans who lived in the Old World and progenitors of the 8 tribes that came to populate the modern world following the rampage of civilization and devastation during the War of Destruction. After the War of Destruction, most of humanity fractured into the tribes of the modern world. However, unknown to the majority of people, the descendants of some nobles who escaped the flames of war retained their mostly featureless forms over generations. They also retained much knowledge and magic from the Old World thought lost, but because they know the destruction that it led to, many actively avoid the post-war world and choose to live hidden and secluded. Old Hermitus Griude, an elderly Elda tribe chiefess living in the ancient Elden Sanctum. Once the principal lady-in-waiting for the queen, she's a sagacious woman who safeguards the true history beyond the Elda tribe, the Old World, and magic. She was also the person who took custody of the prince and kept him safe after he secretly fled the royal palace. Oh boy, okay, that was a lot. What's up, Grude? Lady Grude.
That intruder came here to claim the prince's life. As it stands, his mission remains unfulfilled. In other words, the assassin hasn't fled. You should assume he lies in wait, biding his time for another opportunity to come at you.
Biding his time, of course he is. Okay, well, you know what? I think we've got so much information today. A lot happened in this episode, so I think we're going to go ahead and end things off here for today, and we will chase after Zorba when we come back next time. So thank you all for joining me we look very different than we did when we started this episode. But anyway, I hope you'll all come around for the next episode to see where things go from here. And until then, see y'all next time. Bye.